If you're a lover of the House show, I think this is one of the many questions that keeps you up at night. Did House really die at the end, or was Wilson hallucinating his existence? House and Wilson built a relationship that was undeniable. Wilson was the only reason he ever lived. He loved Stacy, but kept her at a considerable distance every chance he got. And he loved Cuddy, knowing very well the relationship was bound to fail even before it started. He knew he wanted to, and all the women in his life hoped he could, but deep down, they all knew he was meant to be alone, or have some semblance of a non-committal relationship. The only relationship that could have been successful would have been his fake marriage, but that did not last. No matter who came or left, Wilson was the only constant in his life. His mission in life has always been to cure pain, and as much as he tried, he never could. He knew living meant something, he could be useful to someone, and he was always going to have his friend, who never made any relationship work with his multiple failed marriages. I think this is where we really see the similarities between House and Wilson and Sherlock and Watson. And so the news of Wilson's impending doom was the last straw to end all of his pain. There was nothing worth fighting for. House once decided not to treat patients when Amber died because Wilson wanted to leave the hospital. That's how much this friendship meant to him. Now let's explore the fire scene in the last episode closely. House was debilitated. It was obvious he did not care about life anymore, and even in that state, his subconscious was fighting to stay alive. He saw most of the people who loved him and cared for him try to convince him of hope and the excitement of mystery, which was his forte. But somehow, it is when his subconscious manifests as Cameron, urging him to give up, that he started fighting death. House always loved a challenge and backing the norm. He was not a fatalist. So did House really die in that fire? My answer will be no. I think the series does a great job of showing smokescreens. When House was shot and was fighting his mind, just like he did not know what was real, we could barely tell either. Same with Cuddy, when he hallucinated his wonderful time with her. That is why this is such a great debate, because we've been accustomed to questioning the reality in the show. But I still think House lived. The text message to Wilson was such a home to move, very similar to when Sherlock sent Lestrade messages about serial suicides in the study of Pink. I believe the text message was a hint, but the ultimate test of his fake death was when he made Foreman aware. The current alternate argument was that Wilson was hallucinating, but we have no evidence from the past to support that. As much as Wilson had his problems, he faced reality. He knew who he was, even though it seemed as though House kept reminding him. But House never wanted to face the truth about himself, and thus, his mind continuously found ways to reconcile his indifference to pain. So there you have it. Where do you stand? Was House alive, or was it just a figment of Wilson's imagination?